Hello, and welcome to video 2 of iSTAND's Biodiversity and the Senses series. Today, we're going to be talking about taste and smell. Yay! So, in our previous video, we talked a little bit about what receptors are and what stimulus is. So, if you recall, a receptor is a cell that can send a signal up to your brain and it tells your brain about the world around you. A stimulus is something that's going to excite that cell. So for taste and smell, you might be thinking that stimulus is food, and you're not wrong, but it's really the chemicals and the molecules in the food and the odor molecules that come from the food that are the stimulus. So we'll start with the nose. I'll borrow this model right here to show you. So when we smell something like a smelly piece of cheese, for example, some of the odor molecules will come up through the nostrils and into the nasal cavity. There, some of the odor molecules will pass down into your mouth, and then it lets you kind of taste your food before you eat it. So the remaining odor molecules will excite the olfactory receptors. An olfactory receptor is just a fancy word for a smell receptor. So from there, it will travel into the brain, and your brain will process what exactly it is that you're smelling. If we think about the tongue, for example, then we know that there are little folds and these little projections of cells called papillae. Surrounding the papillae are the taste buds, and these are really the receptors that are going to allow you to taste what it is that you're tasting. So again, just like we talked about with the nose, it's not necessarily the chemical, but it's your brain's interpretation of those chemicals that makes sense of what it is that you're tasting. So snakes, lizards, amphibians like frogs, and also some mammals have a special organ called the vomeronasal or the Jacobson's organ. This you'll see on the slide. It helps them to detect a certain kind of odor molecule called a pheromone. A pheromone is secreted by your body and by other animals' bodies, and it tells other animals if you're healthy, it tells them who you are, if they're related to you, and it helps animals to be better hunters, to know if females are ready to mate, and it also helps them to know if you're healthy. We talked about this a little bit before, but when you smell something, some of the odor molecules go down into your tongue and you're able to kind of taste your food before you eat it. It works the other way around too. When you eat something, some of those odor molecules will go up to your nose and you can smell your food a little bit better as well. So smell and taste are very interlinked and they're processed very closely in the brain. So humans can detect almost 10,000 different odor molecules. Now, we're not the greatest smellers. Sharks, for example, can detect 1 drop of blood in 79,000 gallons of water. Salmon can have 1 part of odor molecules in 1 billion parts of water. Pretty cool, right? So how does smell and taste help us survive, and how do they help animals survive? Well, how about squirrels looking for their nuts after wintertime? Or birds migrating over long distances and that need to find food? What about predators looking for prey and for prey trying to avoid predators? Those all are influenced by your ability to smell. So is knowing whether a puppy is able to find its mom and a mom is able to recognize the puppy. Some animals also make use of other animals' ability to smell by releasing chemicals, like skunks, for example, to tell them, hey, I don't taste so great, don't try me. Now it's your turn to try a classroom activity. Eli is going to help me demonstrate. Eli, would you like to grab the grapefruit juice out for us there? So we're going to have you guys try some grapefruit juice. If you are one of the unlucky people in the world to have a higher number of acidic receptors, you're going to find the grapefruit juice pretty gross. If you don't have as many, you might find that it tastes a little bit more sweet. So try it and enjoy. Do you want to try it?
I'll go for it.
All right. Don't think he likes it very much. All right, well, luckily, we also have another activity for you to try, and I think Eli will enjoy this one a lot more, as will you. So we have some jelly beans for you to try. You're going to get 2 of them. The first one you're going to try with your nose firmly plugged, and then you're going to try it with your nose fully open to see if your sense of smell influences your sense of taste. So what do you think? Taste it? Don't taste it?
Can't taste anything.
All right then.
Nothing there either.
Great stuff. And there you have it.